What's going on, guys? Zennosh here, and today in this video of Exos Heroes, let's review this Blue Fate Core Yao. If she is really worth summoning or not. We are going to review her skills and let's see if she is really worth summoning, and we are going to do any other analysis that is pretty much possible with her. Looking into her artwork, she looks pretty cool, but still she's 17 years old, I guess, and she's pretty much illegal. Whatever that is. Anyways, looking into her passive skill effect, right over here, it says final hit 2. Just like Baraka, attacks if an enemy takes damage and its health drops to 10% or less. That is definitely going to be quite helpful to counter the Tranquil Mark effect, and especially in the current PvP contents, people are not really using the healing type of units like, let's say, Fate Core Anastasia, so it's quite really effective indeed. Gain mana, 1 mana if target survives. Alright, there we go. Flap. If the caster has a removable buff, recovery, positive effects applied, each valid attack boost modification for 3 turns. Thanks to her first active skill, she can provide the attack boost to everyone. So definitely, after using her first active skill, she is quite capable of turning the opponents into that ducklings or maybe pufferface, thanks to her new exclusive weapon. Right, for 3 turns, and during that modification period, pretty much the opponents are incapacitated. The next effect is going to be the Summer's Blessing. The special, when the battle starts, grants frost damage immunity for 1 time to all allies. So meaning for that 1 time, any kind of damage incoming from the frost element hero unit, like let's say Battery or let's say Fate Core Anastasia, will be neglected. It will be negated to 0 damage, and the frost damage immunity effect will be removed. But when it's removed, there will be another buff that will be applied that says increases the target's attack by 50% for 9 turns when the frost damage immunity effect is removed. So there we go, guys, meaning like a 50% attack boost. That is quite awesome indeed. And it's a passive boost, alright? And it can really improve your DPS capacity against your opponents. And now let's move into the active skill number 1. It says refreshing 8 Tigrams. Required mana, 3 mana, just like before, right? And then like it increases all allies attack by 28% of own attack for 8 turns instead of 25%. Okay, so there's a 3% of improvement, thanks to our Fate Core upgrade, and for 8 turns, that's really cool indeed. I mean, like, just think about it, guys. She's like one of the best attack booster in the entire game, providing that 50% attack boost thanks to her passive effect, and she will be providing 28% of the attack boost thanks to her active skill effect. So I think they can really stack with each other to provide best results for the DPS output against your opponents. All right, so there we go, guys. That's really cool indeed. Second active skill requires 4 mana, just like before, and it says refreshing blooming red lotus. Single target damage deals 450% damage to 1 enemy instead of just 360% damage as that of before. So there is a 90% increase in damage. That's really cool. Special, the turn resets if the target dies, meaning like if she is really capable of defeating opponent with her second active skill, she will get 1 extra turn. But the thing is that it requires 4 mana. That means she needs to have at least 8 mana to follow up with this same skill again, because her basic attack, I really don't think it's actually going to deal a lot of damage. All right, so that is another thing right over here. So it pretty much a little bit defeats the purpose, I guess. Oh my god, just like if it would have been just like Baraka, that would have been much better in my opinion, because think about it, it only costs 2 mana for Baraka, right, for the first active skill to be triggered again if we manage to kill the opponent, which is quite cool. Only 2 mana. That means like you will be able to keep it up over and over and over again, provided some really good mana providers, like let's say Raquel in the team, right? But instead, right over here, guys, it's actually requiring 4 mana. So I think in practicality, it's not really that viable. Okay, the scope is really limited. And looking into all of her stuffs, guys, it's pretty much a copy paste of the Summer Festa on her passive skill, and there is nothing that is quite changed in a very significant fashion, or something like, let's say, in a tremendous fashion, a dramatic increase or a dramatic boost in her first active skill or second active skill that would really give her an extra edge, just like Fate Core Lapins. So I think she's pretty much like the normal out there, and there are better units out there who actually can just provide this flap and summer blessing in better way, like let's say Fate Core Iris, who has now become a compulsory unit indeed. So I think when it comes to the main 1 versus 1 PvP meta, she's definitely not going to make any kind of changes right over there. She's not going to really contribute any kind of significant bonus to your team if you are going to use her in your team. All right. Whereas for the PvP tag teams, I think she might have some scope right over there. But, well, as she has a lot of mana requirement, just think about it. First active skill is requiring 3 mana for her. Second active skill is requiring 4 mana for her. Without a really good mana provider like, let's say, Fate Core Iris, I think she's not really that viable. Not really that viable. And maybe for other like PvE contents, I think she's pretty good for there, thanks to the attack boost that she provides. 28% of attack boost is huge. Okay, it's really cool. I like it. So definitely, if you want to get some extra advantage against the opponents in the PvE contents, definitely she is quite really cool over there. Whether it be the Path of Trials or Holy Dragon Grounds or the Upir Labyrinth. Okay, there we go, guys. All right, and that is one thing right over here. I mean, like, her skills are good, but not really that really cool, so that she can make a really good standing against the other hero units out there in the PvP contents. Okay, so there we go. In the PvE contents, yes, I would really love to use her, thanks to this attack boost that she really provide. That is one of the highest attack boosts that she provides on her wheel. Okay, that's cool. I mean, like, if you're going to use Fate Core Iris, I think it's not going to be really that hard to keep on using her first active skill over and over and over again. So there we go, guys. All right, now let's look into her this exclusive weapon right over here, the Yao Puffer face gloves. Alright, anyways, it's just going to give her some extra stats, and Yao will be obtaining like extra 30 attack, I think, and the combat power will be boosted by 3,000 points. Attack is gonna be given by 161, and blah blah blah, so many other things, blah blah blah, right over there. But anyways, when it comes to the drop rate for her, for Yao, it will be 0.5%. Yes, you heard me right. It will be 0.5% for a drop rate, and for her to be pitted, okay, she will be able to be pitted at 28 multi-summons. And that is not really that super cool. She's a blue rated Fate Core, and that's the reason why she has 0.5% chance of drop rate and 28 core mileages, alright, to be pitted. And that is really not valid indeed. Looking into her skills, she is definitely just a black Fate Core unit. And just because of this extra bonus effect that she is providing, is she really that capable, or is she really that good to be period at 28 summons? I really don't think so. Really, it's not really worth it indeed. And I would say, if you are asking me, should we be really summoning her or not? Should we be really skipping her banner, or should we be really summoning her? I would say, like, no, definitely hell no. Don't summon her, really. I mean, like, I think this is a time that you should be really confirming yourself that you should be summoning more on the Fate Core Lepin banner. Yes. Please do that, okay? At least you will get all your sets that you have invested so far right away ASAP at 20th August, okay? It's very close now. I think it's after 7 days. You will be able to get all the sets that you've invested into the Fate Core Lepin up to a maximum of 13,300 sets. That means a total of 19 multi-summons, okay? But in this manner, definitely you would not really want to invest your sets while the Fate Core Valentina is on her way as well. She's right over there in the corner, and you would definitely not want to, lose her. And Fate Core Valentina would be that unit on whom you would want to do that 28 multi-summons to pity her and to get that 0.5% chance of Fate Core. Alright, this black Fate Core just out there in the skin of the gold Fate Core, it's definitely not good. It's like, the ship in the, how do you call this? The ship in the skin of the wolf. Something like that, right? Whatever that is. Anyway, she's not really that cool in the core, and she definitely do not deserve to be pitted at 28 core mileages, and definitely not her exclusive weapon. It's totally BS, okay? I would definitely never ever think of pitting her exclusive weapon as well, which also had 0.5% chance of drop rate, and it needs to be pitted at 28 multi-summons, which is totally bullshit. Whatever you may call, guys. Okay, anyways, I would be really loving to hear out your thoughts, insights, and opinions regarding this unit. I mean, like, will you be really out there to summon her? Are there any reasons on how, on why would you be really summoning her? Let me know in the comment section below. I would really love to know your feedbacks. All right, so this is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to keep on enjoying the contents of my channel. See you guys in the next video.